Was it Ambassador Alba?
Wait, why do you think so?
Well, he had knowledge of the ceiling fans, and he was the one taking care of the you know, and he was neatly positioned in this room. You know?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Take that! This snuggling could not have been possible without the use of the crossbow. Furthermore, the arrows that were shot by the crossbow were plucked, as it were, from the flower box in this very room. They were planted so long ago that the passion flowers had the time to grow so big that Miss Von Karma didn't even notice the arrows when she visited this room today. On top of all this, the fact that the culprit knew that both offices had ceiling fans tells us that the person had very detailed information on the embassy's layout. So, as you might have already guessed, the person I am accusing of hatching this plan is the person who grew the flowers in the flower box with the utmost care. Thus, it can only be you, Circus Alba.
What the fuck?
Are you out of your mind, Miles Edgeworth? I'm certain of what I am saying, and I am sure that he is the culprit.
Oh, tell me, Mr. Prosecutor. What was the ambassador trying to accomplish by doing all that stuff you just outlined? Why in the world would you need to use a trick like that?
I understand your need to doubt me. However, there is one thing that stands out to me as very odd.
Just one thing, huh? Because you got that one thing.
Because you got that. The one single end result to Ambassador Alba sought to obtain. If we were to examine the focus of this complex trick, I believe we will finally find the answer to everything. Everything will become clear once we examine this piece of evidence. I don't know this.
No.
But they're orders to snuggle. So, the outcome that he was looking for, that he sought to achieve.
Okay.
Oh. Did he want to...
Okay, so the plan. One part of the plan, and I guess, yeah, the motive of the plan doesn't make sense.
How come?
Yes, and you have to point it out. Well, think about what the plan is. What is the plan?
So the plan was to switch out the two statues so that... Which country has the fake again?
Babal.
Babal has the fake. And so they wanted the fake. Why did they want the fake? I guess this one. This also allows... Wait. Oh, what? Wait, how could he... So let me get this straight. The one that is sitting there right now is from Babal, and it's fake. And then they wanted to swap it out so that he would steal the fake one. And yet, he was hit on the head with this thing. Even though it was on the other side of the embassy.
Operations is wrong. Maybe the order of operations is wrong in your head.
So he was murdered and then it was swapped? Either way, I think this has more information. Take that.
Take that!
I would fully understand the reasoning the situation had the situation been the reverse. However, to go through the trouble of swapping the real Primidox statue for the fake, I sent a very shady reason for such a bizarre action. And who better to ask for that reason than the King Primidox himself?
I see. Ambassador, I'll be examining that statue now, with or without your permission.
Fuck, I did it before, I couldn't do it. There we go.
Well, we have the prints. These are Mr. COOCHIEMAN'S fingerprints. The fact that they're on here suggests that this statue once belonged to Babal. Whoa.
So it was about Alabasta? I'm ready. I'm ready.
Fuck, I didn't notice it was supposed to be SpongeBob. Why was there a need to smuggle for them to why was there a need for them to snuggle it in? Examine the behind.
Why the behind? Oh.
Oh.
Huh. That guy kind of looks like the Steel Samurai, don't you think? He looks like Mermaid Man! Maybe it's because they look alike that he was picked to be the Goodwill Ambassador.
I suppose that's possible. Hmm? No.
This one from fucking Batman, the SpongeBob. Yeah, take a look.
I feel like Gumshoe should be Patrick.
I know, that's what I was doing.
That's what you were
That's
doing?
why I said Wumbo thing.
Oh.
That's why I said Wumbo. I Wumbo, you Wumbo, we all Wumbo.
No wonder.
Wumbology?
Take a look at this area around the base of his neck. It looks like a gap.
Hey, you're right. Maybe it meant to be some kind of secret.
Perhaps it's possible to open the statue from this gap in its construction.
What?
Hurry up and open it, Miles. Alright, here goes.
Ew. Condoms. Wow, it really did open up.
XL.
Hey, what's this thing that fell out?
I believe a more thorough examination of it is required. What in the... is this?
Hey, is that what I think it is? Those are mine!
It's a plate for making counterfeit bills. Somehow.
Condoms.
Titan. Somehow it appears that we've at long last arrived at the exit to this complex labyrinth.
Do you mean Trojan? I think you meant Trojan.
Yeah, probably Trojan.
Titan, is that a thing?
Huh? Yeah, no. I'm thinking of Titan gel.
Oh no, you're right. No, it is a thing.
Is
What?
it Titan?
Titan is also a thing.
Is that also a thing? No, but
What?
Trojan is the more recognizable brand, I think.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We finally hold within our hands one of the counterfeit money plates, and the reason why the replica was smuggled into Alabasta to begin with. The Primidoc statue can only be handled by the ambassador or the secretariat, and the replica is nothing more than a hollow shell covered in gold. These two circumstances make the statue the ideal object in which to hide contraband. After receiving the statue containing the counterfeit plate from Sheena, the ambassador had the misfortune of accidentally running into Damask II. Surprised by the thief, the ambassador raised the replica statue at Damask II and... then, in order to frame the Steel Samurai of the murder, he covered the samurai sword in blood. Well, Ambassador Alba?
You're the leader of the snuggling ring? My country is a mess? And it's all because of you and your greed?
You're the one who killed Damask II? Answer us.
I never thought, you motherfuckers, you cocksuckers, that you would ever figure things out to this level.
Detroit, become human.
Fuck! However, there is one point I disagree with you on, me boy. The head of the snuggling ring was Mr. Coachen. Aye.
Quite screwing. What? Quite screwing around? You see that? It said quite screwing
Did it say
around.
quite? I'm gonna rewind it later. I'm pretty sure it said quit.
Quite screwing around. It said quite. There's an E.
I have no sympathy for someone who could try to pass the guilt on to a dead man. There is one thing I'm sure of, is that you're the real ringleader of Corcus, Alba.
It's not good for you to speak even such subjectivity, you know, Agent Lang.
Subjectivity. My conclusion is anything but, and is the result of logic and investigation.
Logic and investigation, huh? Hey, only seconds ago you read your arrested Miss Von Karma. I don't think you can give such a flip-floppity logic any real weight, do you? What the fuck? What kind of laugh was that?
It looks like you still don't get why I came back.
Excuse me?
You see, the reason I came back is so that I could sink my fangs into your wrinkly old
Whoa.
neck. From the very beginning, my real target's been you!
What?
Agent Lang, I demand an explanation.
Sorry, sis. I didn't mean to put you through all that. I knew you were innocent from the very beginning.
You did?
I knew that this whole incident had been meticulously planned and prepared for. So naturally, the occupant of this room, Ambassador Dumbass, seemed the most suspicious. But without the ambassador's permission, we couldn't get in another look around.
Ah, so that's why you put this big show to accuse Franziska of the murder. Using Franziska as the bait, you were able to gain us entry and investigative rights.
Yeah, and if I had done that, I doubt the ambassador would have given the okay to poke around.
So that's what all this was about. Very well, I will forgive you, but in exchange for using me as bait, you will take some responsibility and help us find the truth. Agent Lang, for giving me such a great opening. I thank you.
Yeah, fucking pedantic bitch. You know, I just knew, Mr. Prosecutor, that somehow, if we were able to find some proof by investigating this room, that you would be able to figure out the real culprit with your special brand of logic and pedantism.
The evidence detectives collect, combined with the logic of a prosecutor. That's just as it should be in a prosecutor detective team, right?
I don't know about all that. But one thing I do know is that I'm itching to see that old man get what's coming in.
Oh, you're quite scary when you want to be, aren't you?
You were the one who was planning to use me to push all the guilt onto Sis. But unfortunately for you, you misjudged me.
Agent Lang, I wish for you to stop trying to intimidate me. What we need right now is evidence and proof.
Fuck science, man. What we need is a little solidarity.
I wonder if what you have is necessary to prove that I'm the head of the smuggling ring.
Objection! Don't be such a sore loser. If you really are the head of the smuggling ring, then you should acknowledge your crimes with dignity.
Dignity? That is nothing more than a foolish fool's insecure display of strength. If you really wish for me to acknowledge my crimes, then I would like to first see some of this thing you call evidence. I tell you, I knew nothing, really. I didn't even know that your counterfeit plate was hidden inside that statue.
Objection!
It was the secret formula.
Secret
Formula.
You swapped a real statue that vested in your country the authority to rule for a fake. It doesn't make sense that you didn't know anything.
It doesn't make sense. Where doesn't it make sense? Can you prove that it doesn't make sense?
Ugh. He's really got us. He's turned the entire situation around against us. The proof that Interpol has been after, which points to this man as the ringleader. If we can somehow find that proof now, then we can see to it that justice is finally served. Is there nothing I can use to break this case wide open?
I'm Batman.
The trump
Yeah,
card and
Rasu.
the videotape. With those two items, we might be able to finally bring this man down. But the card is evidence from a case that Mr. Faraday hid away in secret. And the tape, was stolen by Detective Bad from the police. They're both illegal evidence. No matter what, a protector of the law can't be allowed to use such pieces of evidence.
Needless to say, I was expecting him. We've won Karma as a commanded to achieve nothing but victory. By any means necessary.
The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside the courts. That's why we thought at the time.
I no longer follow the path of Manfred von Karma, and I won't follow the path of the Yatagarasu. This leaves me with what? What creed would I believe in? If I want to pursue the truth, then I will sully my hands in illegality. And if I want to pursue justice, then I will lose the truth. What is the law, and what is justice? And which path is a prosecutor supposed to follow? That choice is one I must make by my own hand, here and now. Fuck. This is the one time I'm saving. We would do this a lot more often back then, but that's only because in the Phoenix Wright games, like, you remember, right? Sometimes like a single error could like result in 3 points or 5 points, so the stakes are a lot higher. Here it's only 1, I think, or not even. I don't even know how many points it's gonna take away. Okay, you know what? I have a feeling this game is trying to teach us a lesson. So let's not use the trump card. I am a prosecutor, and I can't allow myself to use evidence such as these.
Mr. Edgeworth, if you don't go do something, Mr. Apple's gonna get away with it.
Yeah, I know, but... Objection! What are you holding back for? The only thing a von Karma should pursue is the perfect proof. If you really do have what it takes to complete our argument, then there is absolutely no reason not to use it.
Not so fast. Lang Zi says, the reason people judge is because people are people. People weren't born to be changed into the law. Laws were born to protect the people. You're the only one here right now who can put this guy out to pasture. And that is the only way a second or third generation of Zhangfa's people will be born.
Oh my god.
What does that have to do with Vietnam?
There are no rules.
Can you really still hesitate knowing the fate of a nation rests in your hands?
There is no limit to the law. Any limit that exists was set there by man. When a person goes beyond that limit, then the law too crosses into new territory. For what reason were laws invented? The answer to that is what I must now show. Ambassador Alba, I wonder if you might recognize this. Oh, so I picked the wrong choice.
What? Oh, I wonder what that card is. I've never seen that before in my life.
It's a directives card used by the leader of the ring to relay instructions to his subordinates.
Oh, is that what that is?
This card was sent to the real culprit behind the KG-8 incident 10 years ago. A man by the name of Manny Coachieman.
Oh, so why do you have such a card in your possession?
Because it was hand-delivered to me by a certain great thief, the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu gave that to you? Hey, don't talk nonsense. And let's be serious, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you have any proof that the card contains directions from the ringleader?
I'll have you know that the card is not the only thing I was given.
What? What the fuck?
This contains security footage that was shot just before the start of the KG-8 incident.
The KG-8 incident?
The card and the video. These two pieces of evidence are what will seal your fate.
Oh, very interesting. I must admit I'm quite curious now, my boy. Very curious indeed in these case-deciding pieces of evidence you've presented.
The prey the Yatagarasu has been chasing all this time now stands before me. I can't allow this man, who has had free reign for 10 long years, to simply walk away. Now it is the time for me to bring to fruition the valiant spirit that was given to me.
What the fuck? what's this interesting thing that you wanted to show me?
The trump card and the videotape. These two pieces of evidence together make for the ultimate hand. And this is where the real meaning behind Detective Bad's words will be realized. Detective Gumshoe.
That's me!
Yes, you.
Yes, sir. We.
What a handsome young man. What you see here is security footage just before the KG-8 murder occurred. From this footage, we know that the card is a directives card from the smuggling ring. This is the section that proves that the card was used to relay an order. This? It looks like the card.
Maybe. Go for it.
Take that! As you can see, Mr. COOCHIEMAN is holding the card in his right hand.
I see. The killer indeed was holding the card with the exact same design on it. But that card, the one you have, just because they look the same doesn't mean that they are, does it now?
Ah, but there is a very easy way for me to prove that they are, in fact, one and the same. All we have to do is simply take a look at this.
Weird. Why's the cursor here then? Oh well.
Alright, well. This dark red blood. Yes, this is your proof. Prove that the orders on this card were played out in that terrible tragedy.
What the fuck?
The blood belonged to the victim of the KG-8 incident. With a bit of DNA testing, we can very easily verify that as a fact. If you have no objections, then I'd like for you to take a look at this next piece of footage. This car that passed by in front of the victim's apartment building is an official Kodopian government car.
What?
Detective Gumshoe, if you could please magnify the footage.
We enhance.
This area of footage directly links the snuggling ring with Kodopia. What? What? What?
I slammed my penis on the car door.
This? Is it this?
What's that?
It's a card, isn't it? Is it the
Ooh.
card?
Yeah.
The directives card? Take that! The shape of this pocket and the directives card in it. It tells us that without a doubt, this person in this car is Mr. COOCHIEMAN. The license plate on the car was also captured by the security camera, and with it, we can easily find out who was sitting in this car on that day 10 years ago. Which is why I can say with great confidence that you were riding in this car on that day.
Hey.
Ha 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 ha. Oh shit.
Money, 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 money! Well done,
No, he needs to have a different voice.
I don't know.
He's no
Plankton,
longer Mr.
Plankton.
Krabs. Correct. How do you do Plankton? How do you do Plankton?
I don't know. He has a very.
How do you do Plankton? That's hard. I know Gaboki.
You've done well, Crabs. I don't know. I don't know.
Let me study. I need to study Plankton.
Okay.
How do you study Plankton?
Study Plankton.
How do you study Plankton?
I'm a biologist.
God damn it.
You've made it this far, boy! To make it this... You've done well, my boy, to make it this far.
That's
gonna combine both of them.
Alright.
However,
You're about to claim that I was riding in the car at the time. That's going to be mighty difficult to prove.
How so?
the Principality of Godopia no longer exists. So naturally, all records from the time period also no longer exist.
That's arrogance. What he really means is that he's already erased all traces of them.
Are we finished here, my boy?
The only weapon I have left to me now is this piece of footage. There must be something here that I can use against him. Is it this? Is that a fucking badge? Take that! What? Yeah, it's that thing. What the? Ambassador Alba.
Yes, what is it?
You were once
I've heard
an
his voice
army
already.
man in the service of Codopia, and it was you who made the many missions you participated in successes, correct?
Why the sudden backhanded praises, boy? Although, to be sure, the brilliant medals on my breasts were awarded to me during the era of Codopia.
His breasts. What?
But now I am the only one who owns this particular medal.
Shit.
What the hell happened? You just dropped like a drum set?
No, that was my water jug.
Oh, that's such an underreaction. You're just like, shit. So, it was so loud, I thought you'd have a bigger reaction.
Nope.
Oh, shit. You're just
It's
like,
fine.
shit.
This happens more often than you think.
Owns this particular medal.
Why is he outing himself like that? What the heck?
I don't know. In that case, the only person who it could be... the only person who... well, in that case, the only person it could be is you. What? In that case, the only person it could be who is sitting in this car is you.
How do you figure that?
By the medal captured here in this footage, it is clearly the exact same medal as the one on your chest.
What?
Oh Christ, what happened to his
Crabs!
face? This is how it will be, but I won't look back, for this is the path that I have chosen.
You've moved with me your devotion to this case, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is he taking such an arrogant stance with me?
It's almost looking possible, isn't it? For much of you have to come this far. It looks like I just might lose our little game this time.
You might lose the game this time. You don't get another round, Mr. Ambassador.
Not if you save. Is that a fact or an opinion? Very well, I've decided to confess and admit my guilt.
You're going to confess?
I will accept whatever punishment may come as a result. Aye.
What the?
Regarding the rest of the second's murder, I admit I did it out of self-defense.
You're claiming it was justified self-defense?
Damask attacked me, and I felt that my life was in danger. If I hadn't done what I did, I might have been the one you found dead instead of him.
What a pathetic performance.
Aye. I'm not giving you one.
Wow, you two really do know how to laugh at inappropriate times. Ay.
If you wish to claim it was justified self-defense, then we will need some evidence.
It's always the evidence with you, isn't it? But if that's what you require, I'll provide it. That man left a mark on me when he attacked.
What?
I don't particularly want to show it off, but this is proof that it was in self-defense. Aye. Owie. I'm an old man, but sometimes I don't pay enough attention when I should.
But Damask II didn't have a single weapon on his body.
Doesn't fucking matter. No. Hold on, there's nothing to get worked up over because I hit the weapon.
You hit it.
I'm sorry, but as you know, a murder's a murder, even if it's in self-defense. And I couldn't let it become public. See how I am the ambassador.
An ambassador.
This is the weapon of Sythe, my special bonsai trimming shears.
Oh, it's covered in blood.
It was trembling quite badly during my struggle. But that's when he grabbed the shears that were sitting in my office.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Attack!
Oh, I crashed for a second. It's fine.
So you see, it was an act of self-defense. Aye.
Is he right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Since he has both a wound and the weapon that caused it, it's enough to declare it so.
No way! Mr. Krabs, I thought you were a good guy.
Oh, that reminds me. I guess there's one more accusation I must prove.
Oops.
Smuggling and counterfeiting. Unfortunately, all of that is my secretary's doing. I had no knowledge it was going on. Aye, aye, aye.
The fuck, bitch? Stop spewing nonsense. You're trying to throw my investigation under the bus in your desperation. If you want to get real honest, everything in this case can be connected to you.
The murder of the Masked II was done in self-defense? I
It
call
didn't even hit me.
In my trials, no man escapes his crime alive.
Perhaps so, if you were my opponent in court. However, there is one very important fact that I think you may have forgotten.
And what is that?
That's what you mean? Extraterritoriality. That's
right. This ambassador sits on what is effectively alabaster soil. Aye, aye, aye. So any trial that is to be held will be held in Alabast. Therefore, the crime I just admitted to will never be tried in your courts.
Agent Lang, what is Interpol's stance on this?
Agents investigate. That's our job. The judgment of people who have confessed to their crime. That's the court's job.
Fuck! Ugh.
And I've already confessed to all of my crimes, Agent Lang. Furthermore, by the very nature of my position, I have full extraterritorial rights. These rights are effective even on your country's soil. Therefore, no matter where a crime may take place, I will never stand trial in one of your courts. Aye, 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 aye.
What that arrogance and your expression. That's nothing like the face of someone who's ready to accept the consequences. Oh, don't tell me you have your own country's judicial system eating right out of your ass.
These crimes you speak so seriously of. To me, this has all been nothing more than a game. You may chase me out of the embassy with your accusations. But it's no big deal. Alabasta has numerous other embassies in other countries around the world. Aye, aye, aye. All you would accomplish is you would change the backdrop of our little game.
These 2 layers of protection that extraterritoriality provides him. This is why he is one of those who cannot be brought to court.
You see now, don't you? I live in a whole different world than you. I'm in Jupiter.
I travel in worlds you can't even imagine. Lightning shoots in my
Excuse me. I need to go and fetch your eviction papers. Aye, aye, aye.
God damn it. Is there nothing we can do?
We will see you guys
Next
next
time.
time. On Total... No, just next time. Bye-bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Bye-bye.